Doubt Revisited. Written by L.J. Greatrex, narrated by Angus Freathy. Preface. The magic of Africa was overshadowed by her loveliness. As she turned towards me from the altar, leaving her eyes for a moment, my attention drawn to my parents and the bridesmaid's sister, their smiles capturing my heart. I felt a contentment I had for so long been unable to envisage. "Will you take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife?" Reverend Coates asked. If only he knew. This and my family safe in my care is all I wanted for the rest of my life. With confetti reaching places I had no idea I had, the cake cut, and the band playing our favorite tune, I laughed to myself, as I had no idea what music she enjoyed any more than she did mine, as ours was a whirlwind romance. Beth, smiling, had agreed he should play the most popular bride and groom first dance music as I took her in my arms. Beth's mum surprised me with how quickly she had taken to the idea of a new son-in-law. Her nan, on the other hand, suggested it was the $1.5 million I had in the bank that swayed the union, whilst her dad just did as he was told and put his hand in his pocket, as was expected of the bride's father. My family consisted of me, Mum, Dad, my sister Jessica, and Uncle Edwin. We had few friends, with my parents' 8-year incarceration and my Aunt Sarah having passed away. Uncle and I had had little time to socialize. With Angus and Betty, Uncle's best friends, away in America, we made a pathetic show compared with Beth's family, whose array of well-to-do barons, earls, members of Parliament and their spouses, not forgetting the odd foreign prince, very odd foreign prince, making up the largest wedding party the Malia Hotel in Cape Town had seen in a long time. As for myself, I was unimpressed with the ramblings of the well-to-do, who had little to say on subject I had been schooled in, and I fell short of knowledge on the habits of the upper echelons, as I was more a new-money financial investor, should anyone ask, with technical skills that had enhanced my success. In reality, I was a hacker with an extraordinary talent for seeking out scammers who conned innocent people out of fortunes, handing me large sums of money in the process in exchange for my expertise. I was grateful my new wife had no knowledge of my past exploits and intended to keep it that way. The computer skills I had developed years before we met I had kept secret, not only from her, but also my Uncle Edwin, who, alongside Aunt Sarah, had taken care of me following the untimely disappearance of my parents. Using these skills to make money in an attempt to discover what happened to them had proven successful, and with the help of my friend, Paul Max, with whom I had risked life and limb in an attempt to discover their whereabouts, had unearthed a web of deceit and greed. I made a promise to myself that following the result of this latest hacking, which involved defrauding Oscar Fitzwilliam out of his diamond mine empire, I would hang up these skills forever. But the discovery that I had not only been used by my paymaster, who was guilty of abducting the 3 most important people in my life without knowledge of who I was, or the consequences of those actions, had festered in my mind until I now faced a decision: to live a life of anger, despair, and regret, or one of getting even. If I was to find peace of mind, the only solution was to reverse the situation that a lawyer named Venter and his co-conspirator, a well-known government minister called Schalk van Niekerk, had created. Safe in the knowledge that their scheme had succeeded, and in the light of Oscar Fitzwilliam's so far failed attempts to regain his former life, the pair of mongrels were becoming successful diamond mine operators, or should I say claim jumpers. They had no idea I was aware of the depraved lengths they had stooped to achieve this success, or the fact that I was giving in to the temptation to screw up their lives, as the bastards had so willfully destroyed a large part of mine and my parents' by punishing them as they had punished us. Chapter 1. "This is the best day of my life," Beth said, kissing me gently. "Mine too," I answered, holding her closer as the romantic music consumed us. Dancing in front of other people was a first for me. It felt like everything I was doing was new and exciting, and seeing my family happy was the icing on the
Sample complete. Ready to continue?